My name is Justin Valentine. I'll be doing an interview with Bishop T.R. Rice for about personal sins for my Bible Doctrine in One class with Professor Dr. Tim White. And I want to start this interview off by asking you, just tell us a little bit about yourself, like how you grew up and how you became a Christian, and where you pastor at now and stuff like that.
Well, I was born in 1939, August the 13th, 1939. I was born in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And I was born in a Christian family. And that's all I really know is church and Christianity, which I haven't been good all my life, but I was brought up in it. And I went to school at Kimberly Park Elementary School in Winston-Salem. I went to Atkins High School in Winston-Salem. Then I went to work for R.D. Reynolds in Winston-Salem. And I became a Christian around the age of 17 or 18 years old. And I went to Kimberly Park Holiness Church, which my granddad was the founder of Kimberly Park. And that's the only church I knew until I organized Mercy Seat. All of this was in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And I've been preaching about 48 years and been pastoring about 49 years. And that's about my career.
And I heard you play basketball when you was in high school. Is that true?
Yep, played high school, played elementary basketball and high school basketball.
Was you good?
They said it was.
You think you could beat me back in your day?
Yep.
All
You wasn't
right.
quick enough for me in the day.
I hear you. What is sin to you? What's your definition of sin?
My definition of sin is transgression against God's law and against the holiness of God, which is the character of God. That's my definition of sin, and sin originated from Satan.
Mm-hmm. And what is your definition of personal sin?
Personal sin is an individual sin, and personal sin is an individual sin committed by the individual.
And what's some examples of personal sin you think that you could think of?
Well, one example is personal sin, and this is kind of tricky. Adam committed a personal sin, and somebody might would say that Adam and Eve committed that sin, but God told Adam not to sin, and Eve was deceived, and Adam was disobedient. So I would say Adam committed the personal sin.
So you think the reason Adam and Eve went through all that is because of Adam, because God told Adam to do
Because God told Adam, it was Adam that he instructed not to do this and not to do that.
Mm-hmm. And what you think the consequences would be if somebody just sit here constantly committing like sins, personal sins like lying, swearing? What you think the consequence would be?
Well, I can give it to you like this, because Adam sinned, it caused the whole human race to have to die because God designed man to live forever, and that's the consequence. Now the whole human race got to die because of sin.
What's a personal sin that you think that you had trouble with now or back
in the day, lying and disobedient to my parents, because the Bible even tells you got to obey your parents.
Yeah.
And so that was one. And disobedient. Yeah.
Now, do you think, for example, personal sins like lying, do you think, or say if somebody killed somebody, that's a personal sin, do you think killing somebody and lying has the same, like it's equal to each other when it comes to God's eyes as a sin? Because you know people in the world today, they look at killing and lying as, killing is way bigger sin than lying.
Yeah.
But in God's eyes, you think it's the same.
Sight, they're the same.
They're the same. And why do you think people look at it that way? Like
Well,
minor and major sins.
That's just human nature. Human nature and a mindset.
Yeah. And what do you think somebody has to do? Somebody that's constantly or consistently committing personal sins. What do you think they have to do to break that, to try to overcome?
They have to constantly repent and pray and ask God to give them the willpower, and so they can discipline themselves where they won't continue to do that.
All right, thank you. I'm Justin Valentine again, and this is for my Bible Doctrine 1 class, and this is Bishop T.R. Rice. I think I'll be at church Sunday.
Okay, do that.